Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here, travel career coach from cruiseonvacation.com. How is everyone doing today? Oh, it's wave season. Are you guys ready? Oh my gosh, it has been a crazy couple of weeks, really. I know we're gearing all into busy season, so it's one of those things where everybody's a little bit crazy. But I wanted to jump on today and just do a quick live stream. I know everyone's wrapping up their New Year's resolutions. It's New Year's. Everyone's excited about the new year. I feel like as travel agents, though, we get kind of a bummer deal. Like you only get 2 seconds to think about what you want to do with your business, and then you have 8,000 phone calls waiting because we make a lot of money in first quarter, right? And if your marketing's good, you make a lot of money all year long, which is a good thing too. But I wanted to just pop on and forgive me because I'm live streaming in several locations. So I'm going to try to catch comments. I know we're live streaming on Facebook. So if someone could pop a comment in so I can see if they're going to, we have a bunch of people on already. If you guys can just click CTR or hello, let us know you're here. I just want to make sure if you guys have questions, I get to those before the end of the live stream. But today I wanted to talk about a cool topic. Before you spend a dime on anything this year to grow your business, the secret that savvy travel agencies, savvy, highly profitable travel agencies know, and you should too, right? So, hey Marcy, up in Michigan. Is it snowing up there? I talked to someone yesterday. They said it was not snowing. So I'm from Michigan originally. Marcy is one of my good friends up there. So before you jump into spending money on your business this year, because everyone's excited, everyone's fired up, we're getting a million emails, I want to start my travel agency, I want to grow my travel agency, Cyndi, how do I do it? Help me, help me, help me. So we're getting a lot of that, but I wanted to take a step back and say, let me tell you about the clients I work that run super highly profitable businesses, what they know before they even make that decision to spend money. So, for those of you that are joining, my name is Cyndi Williams. I am known as a travel career coach. I run my signature program called Careers on Vacation, which teaches people how to run portable, profitable travel agencies from home or while they travel. I also love coffee, so I always have a mug that I like to share with you guys. I was in Hawaii last time this year, so I'm thinking about Kauai today, and so I thought that was an appropriate mug. But today's topic, let's jump right in. I want to talk about an old saying. You guys have all heard it, but it's usually used in reference to when you're buying something, right? And the way that it goes is you can have whatever you want, but there's 3 things that you need to know. You can have it cheap, you can have it fast, or you can have it quality, or what I like to say is with the best results. But you can only have 2 of those 3 things. Right? So you can have it quality with good results and fast. You can have it quality and cheap. You can have it cheap and fast. Did I miss any? Or you can have it fast and good quality. I think I got them all. But you can only have 2 of the 3. So here, with that in mind, we're going to dive into that in a second. Here's what I want you to think about. Anything you're thinking about investing in this year. Maybe it's automation. Maybe it's more training. Maybe it's help with your marketing. Maybe it's doing Cruise on Vacation. I don't know. Whatever. But whatever you're thinking about to grow your business, first things first, get clear on your goals. You're going to have pretty much the same year you had last year, maybe a little uptick on recurring business if you grew your business last year. But if you're looking to really maximize or change something or start hiring staff or whatever major goals you have to make a shift or an adjustment or rearrange your agency this year, whatever your goals are, be clear on this is my goal. By January of next year, here is where I want to be. That's the first step before you go start, blowing money, right? Throwing money away. So be clear on your goals. What do you guys want to do in your agency this year? You're the boss. You get to make the decisions. You're the CEO. 2, really determine what your needs are. Everyone wants to have a $5 million a year business, right? But what do I know I need to get there? Do I need better automation? Do I need to have a staff? Do I need to sell better? Do I need to whatever the thing is? What are your needs that have to be met in order for you to meet that goal? So let's say your goal is to grow a team next year and really start, maximizing and supersizing your agency. So you want to have a team of 20 by next year. Okay. So what do I need? I need an onboarding process. I need a training process. I need to know hiring laws for my state. How do I bring on IC? You need to know all this stuff. So what are the specific needs? Once those two things are done, and trust me, that can be a whole hour consult for any business who's getting ready to do those things. But once those needs are done, we're not going to dive too deep into those today because I want to think about what your mindset has to be and what you should be thinking about before you spend the money to invest on anything. So get clear on your goals. If you haven't done that already, write it down, figure it out. If you don't know where you're going, you're not going to end up anywhere. You're not going to end up where you're hoping to end up. Know where you're going, get clear on your goals, and then figure out, okay, what do I need to make this happen, right? What do I need to make it happen? Is it help? Is it support? Is it automation? Is it I need to do something for myself? I need to do something better. I need to hire, whatever the needs are. So now with knowing the old adage of, okay, now I know what I need, I can go get those needs. I can get it the cheap way. I can get it the fast way. I can get it the quality and best results way. And you can have two of the three. That's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to talk about each of those scenarios and what my clients who are having amazing results, which process they picked to go through whatever they need for their business, right? So let's go through scenario one. Scenario one is fast and cheap. We'd all love to have fast and cheap, right? The scenario I'm going to use for fast and cheap is McDonald's, right? McDonald's is super fast. On the mirror, it's backwards, so I'm all over the place. And the crazy part is I haven't had coffee all day, and I'm all excited to share this with you. So McDonald's is fast. You place your order, you drive from one window to the next window, and you have a hamburger in your hand. It's also super cheap, right? But is it quality? No, I'm probably going to feel guilty later. It's not good for me. It's not food I should be giving my kids. It's not healthy. Is it going to give me a good result? Am I going to be able to run a marathon if I'm eating fast food every day, fast and cheap? No. So I use the fast food scenario to kind of break it down, but now I want to talk about it in the travel industry world. Because a lot of times what happens is, especially for those of you who are super brand new and you're just learning the industry. Look, I started in the 90s, so I've been in it a long, long time. But the fast and cheap route is usually a dead end. And feel free for those of you who are agents who are high performers and know the pitfalls that are out there, whether it's an MLM or a membership-based scenario, and people are like, yeah, a couple $100, you can be a setup, you can be a travel agent tomorrow. Just give me your credit card, blah, 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 blah. So it's fast and it's cheap. But, then you sit back and go, well, I don't really know how to be a travel agent. Who's going to teach me this stuff? Or how am I going to get clients? So there's not really any results to be had. There's no quality in that process of fast and cheap. So ultimately that ends up being a waste of your time. And even though the money is cheap, it's still a waste of resources if you're not going to get the result, which is it's in your heart to be a travel agent, and especially if you're trying to make this a business that feeds your family. Most people, we're not talking about a one-stop trip to McDonald's here. We're talking about, I want to do this for my life, and I want to work from home or travel the world, or I want to do all these cool things, but my kids need shoes. I have, Christmas just happened. I need a new car. The car has to get gas every week. We have to live. So we're talking about a career here. So you don't have the luxury of not having results. So fast and cheap in this industry, in my professional expert opinion, having been in the industry it'll be my 25th year this year, fast and cheap's not the route to go. Now, I have good news because there is an inexpensive way, but we're going to talk about the next path, which is cheap and quality. Okay. So one step up from the last one. So cheap, but I do get results. So it can be inexpensive and I can have quality. So these are my DIYers, let's call it, right? Our do-it-yourselfers. And in the travel world, you feel like I can figure it all out. I'm going to do it on a shoestring budget, and guess what? I'm going to give you some good news. It can be done that way. It might take a long, long time because what didn't we get? We didn't get the fast. And here's the thing, I feel very, very fortunate. I started in the travel industry in the 90s. And the setup back then was you go to travel school, right? So you get like 3 or 4 months of in-depth education on how to be an agent. Here's how you do this. Here's how you write tickets, understand how to package things, how commission work, the whole thing, right? Then you go work for a company, either an agency or a call center, or whatever the case, and they give you another 30, 40 days of training. You sit in a classroom and every day they're like, here's how you be a travel agent, A to Z, blah, blah, blah. And then when you come out of training, they sit you in your own little cubicle and you got a supervisor, right? Marcy's on speed dial. Marcy, you remember. Marcy's on speed dial. If I have a problem when I'm on the phone, I can call Marcy, who's at the end of the aisle. And then once I book it, it goes back to where? The QA department. Quality control is going to check it, right? So there's all these checks and balances in place to make sure you're an exceptional agent. So that's the environment that I learned in. And today's environment is so much different. So I feel for you guys because that's just talking about the travel agent side, like learning how to be an effective, productive, profitable travel agent. Job one, the hat of being a successful travel agent is the first skill set you need to get great at. And you have to go out and do all that yourself. We haven't even talked about how to run an online business yet and actually make your business profitable in today's marketplace of going online. That's a whole other skill set that I had to learn from running other businesses, working in marketing, working at corporate and things like that. But in today's environment, you can DIY it. It's going to take a long time. And the reason it's going to take a long time is because you have to do some extra things. You have to have the trial and error factor. You have to give yourself permission to make some mistakes. None of us came out, even after going through travel school and sitting in a classroom for 30 days where people trained us how to do it A to Z, we still made mistakes, which is why there was a quality department. So as a DIYer, if you're super detailed, super pragmatic, I am not saying you can't do it. You absolutely can do it, but know going in. This is why I said, think about these things before you make the decision. Know going in, it's going to take more time. It's going to take way more energy, and you have to be okay with that. And if you are, that's totally fine. Like there's no judgment. If it's a hobby for you and you want to do it little piece by piece and you want to do it cheap but have the quality, just know you have to budget in that extra time. I saw a post the other day on one of the feeds and they were really encouraging someone. They were saying, look, I've built my agency. I'm over $1 million now. You can expect it's going to take you 3 to 5 years. And I thought, you know what? That's fair feedback if, because that was that person's experience, and out of love, they were trying to encourage the person, but tell them like, hey, this is what you're in for. If there's not a faster route. So kind of prepare yourself if that's the route you're going to go. Now, I am going to talk about the fact that route's not fast, right? We talked about that a little bit. Now I'm going to talk about the last scenario. And guys, this is the one that is fast and gets you results. So fast and gets you results, by the way, listen, from an entrepreneur's perspective, and this is what savvy travel agency owners understand, and not even travel agency owners, entrepreneurs understand this next one. You can always make more money. You cannot make more time. You cannot make more time. Yes, money's money. Everyone hates to spend money. Of course, if we could get everything for free, that would be awesome. But when things deliver results, generally you have to pay for things that deliver results because that's how the world works, right? But savvy owners know if I want to make something happen quickly and I want to get results, savvy business owners, top performing entrepreneurs do not have patience. And that can be a detriment on some things. But in this particular scenario with making decisions and taking action and deciding on what they want to do for their business, that's where it really becomes a beautiful thing because they're going to get results faster. Yes, they're going to have to pay for it and they're going to have to pay more. Is it worth it? I don't know. That's a decision you have to make. It's your time. I'm one of those impatient entrepreneurs. And yes, I've wasted money on stuff, but more times than not, when I figure out what my business needs, where I need to plug money to make something happen, I don't cringe at doing that anymore because I want my business to be successful and get the results, and I want to do it as fast as possible. So that is my recommended and favorite scenario. So whatever you guys are thinking about this year, if you're thinking about automation, if you're thinking about marketing, if you're thinking about a technology, even if you're thinking about a brand new computer, right? You want to ask yourself these questions. Do I want to do it? Which one of these three scenarios? For me, it's always fast and quality, get the job done. Let me, if I can make more money, I can never make more time with my kids. And listen, I hope this is helpful for you guys to think through the process in your planning. If you are someone who's new or you're trying to grow your agency or you've just been stuck at a plateau, the quality side and the delivering results, that's what Careers on Vacation is. So if you are looking to start or supersize your agency this year, there's a cost to our mastermind program because I'm only one person and we have our own successful, amazing agency and we have a limited number of people we can offer it to every month. But the reason there's a cost to it is because it delivers results. It's fast and it delivers results. So if you're looking for something more, definitely consider applying for the mastermind. I know January is pretty much sold out at this point, but we are taking applications for the next round. So you can go to careersonvacation.com ready now, or I'll put the link below as well. But listen, even if that's not your thing, whatever you guys are investing in this year, I want to encourage you to think through before you invest money, before you invest time, which is more valuable. I got you in by thinking about the money, like before you spend a dime, but before you spend an hour, right? Before you spend an hour on something that's not going to get you results or it's going to take, this business is like a rabbit hole. You kind of like, let me learn about online marketing. And then that turns into a 6-month project. Let me learn how to build a website. And that turns into a 3-month project. So it can be a rabbit hole for your time. So wherever your journey is, listen, we're at the beginning of the year. It's a time of optimism, and I wish you so much love and so much abundance as you move forward in the coming year. And, post your comments or a CTR below if you're watching the live stream later. And also, we have some cool new content over on YouTube. We just hit 700 subscribers. We're about to hit 8,000 here in this in our Careers on Vacation group as well. So I look forward to working with you guys all through the year. Happy New Year's, guys. We'll be back next week. Bye.